Hi folks, Chef Ian here and welcome to the Chef's Table. This is where our masterclass is going to take you to restaurant quality meals, meals that I've been serving in my restaurants over a number of years, and I'm going to show you how you can do it at home. So today we're making a linguini with Mediterranean seafood, and we're featuring the Rustichella linguini, also the Rustichella tomato and basil sauce as our base. Our seafood is going to be our mackerel, our lovely sardines, also infused there with the anchovies from Spain, and we're going to finish it off with a little bit of balsamic. So start off, we're going to cook our pasta. So I've got our pot of water boiling. Now when you cook pasta, any vegetables you're going to boil, always season it. In this case, we're using the Alston sea salt flakes. What I want to achieve in this by using the sea salt, I want the flavour of the sea to come through in the pasta. So, you know, be liberal with it. Don't just sprinkle a couple of grains in. I want to taste that sea salt coming through. So we've got that in there. I'll just give that a quick stir so it all mixes through, which is beautiful. Okay, our pasta, our linguini. We've got 2 serves here, so we're going to 100 grams each, 200 grams of linguini. Now, when you put it into the pot, just wait for it to settle. Don't try to force it in, because if you force it, you'll end up breaking the pasta, and you'll have pieces. So it'll fall in on its own. And once it's gone in there and softened, just give it a gentle stir. That's all you need to do. And then let the salt water go through that pasta. Now that's going to take about 7 or 8 minutes. We're going to cook it to what they call the al dente stage. So we'll come back when it hits that, and I'll show you what the next stage in the cooking is. Okay, so our pasta's just about ready. So just going to check this. As I said, we're looking for that, what I call al dente. And what I mean by that is that it's got just a little bit of bite left in it, that is perfect. So I'm going to take this off the stove. Now, one quick chef tip, always retain some pasta water that you can keep, and then if you need to thin down your sauce for any reason, you've got that beautiful pasta water there. So I'm just going to take this over to the sink, drain it off. Now while that's draining, I'm just going to throw my pan on the stove to get heated. By the way, I picked this pan up in Aldi when it was on special. These are fantastic cast iron pans, so they come on sale every, I think every twice a year or so when you'll see these. If they do come on sale and you see them, buy one. Great investment, and I love it. Okay, so our pasta is cooked. I'm just going to throw that back in the pot. I'm going to put the lid on that, just so it keeps warm. Okay, so our pan, I'm just going to put some olive oil into the pan. And then we're going to be cooking our garlic with our anchovy and our caramelised onion. I'm just going to throw that into the pan. What I want to do with this is just soften up the garlic, let the anchovies heat through and break down. This is going to take just a couple of minutes. So just a quick sort of saute. The caramelised onion gives this dish a little bit of sweetness, and obviously the anchovies are giving us some depth of flavour. We're doing this just to give it a little bit of an additional flavour boost. So that's looking pretty good. Going to add tomato. And this is a little bit of our Spice Lab Italian spice. Add into the mix. Just going to stir all this through. Just going to let all those flavours embrace. Now, our seafood. So this is our mackerel. So just taking it out of the can. Just going to lightly bust that up. I'm just going to turn that heat down a bit. Just want this sauce to simmer. Now with our sardines, I've kept some of the sardines for garnishing. So I'm just going to put what's left over into the pan. Put a little bit of that oil as well, it adds to the flavour. So we're just going to let that cook away, reduce down, absorb all those beautiful flavours of the seafood. Our garlic, our onion, anchovies. And I'm just going to squeeze in the juice of half a lemon. Just give it a little bit of acid. I'm pretty happy where that's heading at the moment. Let's have a quick taste, see if it needs anything. Happy with that. Maybe just a touch of pepper. And I'm just going to turn that heat right down to a low simmer. It's pretty well happy with how that's all incorporated. Beautiful flavours. Okay, so got our bowls, our service. Now, our linguini. Just going to give that a quick stir, twist. Just going to giving that a little bit of a twist just so it gets a bit of height. So it sits up above the dish. Okay. So that's our pasta. Then what I'm going to do now is just spoon over the sauce over the top of the pasta, making sure that we even out so everyone gets, both dishes get the same amount of seafood. Beautiful aroma on this. This is so rich flavours. All right, so maybe I'm just going to pour the rest of that sauce on. what would be lovely with this salad, with this pasta would be a beautiful green salad. Lovely white wine. Okay, so to garnish this, we're going to finish it off with our sardines, just placed on top. Wedge of lemon, some basil, some fresh chopped continental parsley, which again just lifts the dish. And to finish off, just a little drizzle of our balsamic. Again, just to give it a little bit of the vinegar. My only last thing I'd do is maybe just a little ring of pepper. And there you have it, folks. There is our linguini, Mediterranean seafood. It's going to be a fantastic dish that you can serve to your friends and family. If I was serving this in a restaurant, this is, you know, probably a $45 dish that you can do at home for about a fraction of the price. So I hope you enjoyed the tutorial, and we'll see you next month in the chef's table. Cheers.